Wait, stop. That's the one. Welcome to ZEN TENN Speaks, a show where I make new friends and reconnect with old ones. A show where everyone's stories may inspire you to tell your own story. In this podcast, we encourage everyone to get rid of shame, guilt, fear, doubt, and judgments for themselves and for others, and replace those with love, empathy, compassion, understanding, kindness, and to do your best in everything that you do. In essence, to get rid of things that no longer serve your well-being. To be true to yourself and be honest with others. No need to be politically correct. That's out the window with 2020. Here, we tell the raw, uncensored story. Your story. And tell the truth as you see it. Make sure you live your fulfilled life without permission or apologies. So, if you have a juicy, interesting, raw, unapologetic story and inspiring, please make sure to contact me at zentenn21@gmail.com. It is ZENTENN21@gmail.com. Or you can find me on most social media platforms. You know it. The IG, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, OnlyFans. I mean, not really. But yes, OnlyFans. Just kidding. Not. As you may guessed it, my name is Zen, and welcome to the show. I often say the end of the line is when you're ready. Mm-hmm. That's when you do a lot of stuff. But even when you're not ready, what under is that you know, and if right. you might be in blissfulness, but even in that blissfulness of foggy, you can still see 6 feet ahead of you. Yeah. So like that lady we're talking about, she knows 100%. And another reason because someone saw me telling her that, and he was my roommate, and then he was laughing or whatever, and they talk about her in the bus. Everyone talk about her. I need to record it one of these times. I'm gonna watch. I
smell blackmail coming on. That's what I smell.
Blackmail.
Right. That was good. That was very good. But I'm gonna tell you people, I don't know if y'all watching now, you better watch your ass. Here, watch your ass and watch how you talking.
It's in New York City. It's legal to record one witness, and I'm not one witness.
Say it now.
But anyway, like, oh yeah. So when I had to tell the person, I was just like, "This is the only and first time I'm," and I wasn't even rude. I was being what's that word? Assertive and direct.
Assertive and direct.
Mm-hmm. And I had to do that because I'm living in the real world. I'm a black man. If she and I ever talk and she's a black older woman in private, who they gonna believe?
Right.
And we're not even talking about politics or the shenanigans, just the real world and history. So therefore, if there's no witness close, I'm not talking to you.
Right.
And I need witnesses. I need witnesses, or I need to press record.
But it's not even that. Let me say something to you. Just the fact that we are black people living in a world that was not constructed for us to be free is an issue for some people still, right now to this day. Some people in their mind still believe that we are beneath them because of our skin color.
I believe she believes that too.
Come on.
We know it.
As we drink. As I take a sip of this shot.
But no one's racist, right? Oh, I'm not racist.
I'm not a racist. I got black friends.
No, I'm not a racist. I work with black people. I work with Tennessee.
Look, I'm not a racist. I work with black people all the time. What the fuck that mean?
And I talk down to them and I bust them around and I bully them.
What does that mean? I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist. I have black friends. My neighbor. No, this is the best one. This is the best one. I'm not a racist. My neighbor black. What? You got to be out your rabbit behind mine. I can't deal with this. This is Tennessee. I'm telling you, this stuff, man. These people are crazy.
Yeah.
They are crazy, and they want other people to be crazy. But this particular individual that we are talking about, this person has a very miserable life, period. Because no one, from the first time I encountered this person, no one has the right to be that nasty to people. You have to be miserable in every other area of your life to try and make people feel bad about themselves or talk down on them. Someone is abusing this person. No, this is how I look at it.
We talk on the bus and we're thinking she's the abuser. Maybe not.
This person is being either verbally or emotionally abused. I'm a woman. And women are women here, whether they are black women, white women, aggressive, bisexual women, or gay women, or feminine gay women, whatever it is. Women recognize other abused women. Have I ever been physically abused? No. No man has ever put his hand on me. But I've been emotionally, verbally, and mentally abused on many different occasions by men that I was in love with, and I was in a narcissistic abusive relationship as well.
Those are
so
tough.
I can recognize when you meet a woman that's extremely combative and aggressive in other areas of her life, it means that she does not have the freedom and the safety in her home life. So she feels like she has to come someplace else and keep everybody like this. I cannot be sweet if I don't have peace at home.
Yeah.
That's reality. Me and Tennessee would have never made the connection that we made if my home life was fucked up.
Yeah, if I didn't become who I was today either, I wouldn't recognize light.
If light sees light, period. Just like negative sees negative, light sees light.
And I also go for far as like the darkness will try to dim the
light.
That's what they try to do to us.
These mother suckers.
At 6 a.m. Why are you so happy? Tennessee, why are you smiling at 6 a.m.? Because we had to be there at 6 a.m. Why do you need to tell me that?
Motherfucker, because I'm alive.
Like, why you need to tell me?
My eyes are open and I can breathe. What does my smiling bother you?
So what I do is I don't say nothing when I'm working.
Why does my smiling bother you? Why does somebody, I remember, same company we was working with, right? I have music in my head all the time. Music everywhere all the time in my head, right? It's a big head too. It's cute though. Got a cute shape too. It's cute. It's a cute big head. It's cute. But I always have music in my head, and music helped me function. So at certain places, Ten knows we are not allowed to have music out loud. You know, so you'll see people sometime with the AirPod, just a little piece in the ear. Or, you know, for me, I don't have an AirPod. I want to be aware of what's going on. But I definitely got music in my head. So I'll be humming something every now and again and this, that, and the other. On more than one occasion for this particular company, for this particular person that I was talking about, this particular individual, not the same one that me and you was talking about, not the female entity, but the male entity. Why every time you work, you gotta hum?
What the fuck?
Look at me. This was my face. This is how I looked at this person. I said,
I need to learn from you.
I looked at them. That's my grandmother face. I said, Did you not hear me did you not hear me ask you a question? I said, so you're not going to answer me? I said, you're not going to answer me? I said, then I started smiling.
Good.
And I just bust out into this big, like, from the gut type laugh. And when I say this person turned beet red,
Nice.
like the strawberry, red. And then this was the grand finale, because I was in laughter now, because I'm in my own head. And I'm like, how do you respond? Should you even respond? This is what's going on in my head while I'm laughing, while I'm going through my facial changes. I'm like, all right, so we just going to laugh it out. We're going to laugh it out, because what I realized in that instance and other ones, but that one in particularly, is if I would have answered him the way that he expected me to, I would have surrendered all of my power.
Hold on. A little moment of... I need to learn those things. And I need to figure out why I'm not doing them. Just like when they say, how you respond or not respond is teaching people how to treat you.
I would have given him all the power.
Thank you for that.
I would have given him power to continue in that behavior and that line of questioning, like he was my father and he laid seed to my mother's egg.
No, like and he's your master.
Thank you. I have no master but God and Jesus.
Yeah.
Thank you. Goodbye.
And those people, they're like, and I'm sure they're going to say they're not racist. This is a microaggression racist. Because he would never speak to that lady like that.
Never would he ever.
Because...
Never would he ever.
We watch.
For
4 days, I watch how they interact with that woman. And while I'm the one who complain about her and how they treat me.
Not only that, they pussyfoot around this particular female. They walk around her like she has a crown on her head. And she has a scepter. Yes. That's what they called. A crown and scepter.
You know, I'm sorry. I need to get her fired.
Okay.
I don't give her a what.
Look,
you know, maybe I'm just in that moment right now.
No, listen. Let me say something to you. It is nothing worse than having a person around you that's educated, that is talented, but they are a complete and utter asshole. Okay? It does not make sense to have all of those other qualities if you cannot be nice to people. Period. You understand? Again, like I said, this person, are they talented? Yes. Do they know their job? Yes. But I don't want to work with nobody that's not nice.
Because you're working with people. You're not working by yourself. You need to have people interactions.
Listen, you need to be a phone director or a stenographer or something like that if you have that type of attitude. Mm-hmm. If you have that type of attitude, literally, you need to be a phone stenographer. You can't be in the service of dealing with people, leading and guiding people if you're a nasty person. That's not gonna work. Yep. It's just not. I don't think it works that way. You understand? I was taught, and ever since I was a little girl, whatever you are, you are. But if you're in a position that's different, not higher, but different from somebody else's position, you don't make that person over there feel bad because they don't have what you have over there. You respect everybody where they are. Period. Because some people people's position is different from yours. And just like you might see the difference over there, you're over here, but there's someone on that side before you that might look on your side and feel like they have more than you, or they're better than you, or whatever they may feel. You don't, because you have a different level or whatever, make people feel bad. If you really want to impact the earth, you're supposed to teach people. Period. If you want to impact the earth, you're supposed to always be in a mode of giving, which means you're always in a mode of teaching, which means you're always in a mode of informing people. You're always supposed to be in a mode of sharing your light with people. If you ain't got shit to say, then keep your fucking mouth closed.
Yeah. Be an inspiration.
If it ain't in positivity, shut the fuck up. I said it. Shut up. You ain't got nothing good to say that's going to make people think or trigger some thought in their mind in a positive way. That's going to trigger some thought. Shut your mouth.
Right.
Shut your mouth. And realize that everybody's not where you are. And everybody don't receive information in the way that you receive information. You know, it's people are different, and people are also people. You have to use discernment when you're dealing with people. And this particular individual, I ain't been back. My last place was at the place with the people, and I ain't been back since. I said, did this person just quit the job but didn't quit the job?
You know someone else that we won't name names, but she's like heavy set and drinks on the job.
I had to close my eyes so I can try to go and see who this person is.
She's black too. She's nice and everything, but I was even shocked, even her pussyfoot around the other lady. I was just like, really? Because that lady is bold, if you can think what I'm talking about.
I think I know who you're talking about. Is it me? Yes!
She's pussyfooted. I was like, damn!
Is it me?
Damn!
As I clutch my little African beads. Well, I'll be in my best Southern voice. Well, I'll be. No.
I even went to her because she did the lead, and then I told her about it. And then she was like, I know, and I was like, did you ever talk? She was like, no. And I was like, wait a minute.
Not you.
I know how you is.
Right.
And
that part, right.
Yeah.
I know how you is. Right.
Yeah, I know how you is, and you don't even complain.
Oh.
Hold on.
This make me think. No. This make me think she knows something about everybody now. Now we getting deep. Because all the time, this when you get the old Southern woman. Here she come.
That must be.
Here she
That's
come.
what she was asking for my business so she can know shit about me.
Yes.
And I'm like,
no, thank you.
Nope.
No, thank you. Okay. All right. So in my old Southern conspiracy mind, right?
Interesting.
The only time that everybody, like a plethora of people, because it at some point it's not fear anymore. It's not fear or intimidation. The only time somebody, one person, or either it's one out of two things. Either this person is in cahoots with one of the higher ups, and this person has something valuable and damaging on one of the higher ups, or she knows enough about enough people to not shatter their world, but shake their world. She knows something or somebody, because this behavior is unheard of.
It's crazy.
This behavior is horrific. Like the person that we're speaking upon, this person behavior is horrific.
And you only meet her one time to tell.
God, today.
One time.
She don't even have a representative. You know how most people got a fake representative that they send when you first meet them? Like, you know, when you go on that first date, how you meet, you know, and they be pulling chairs out and taking coats off and putting coats on and being all nice and sweet. You know what I'm talking about. All that. And then 3 months later, you wake up next to the fucking devil. It's sad, but it's true. This person that we speaking of don't even have one of those.
That first day.
This person's just nasty all the time. Just all the time.
I'm learning so much from this conversation. I'm getting to two conclusions. I'm either going to let her still be patient and be wise for the right time. Yeah, I think that's the answer for now. Because I'm waiting for the right time or right to HR. But I've complained to all the leads. So I'm thinking, is the leads even talking to her? Because when I complained about her, she went in and wanted to talk to me. She was like, hey, this is the menu. Hey, Tennessee, do you see the menu? And I ignored her. She's like, hey, good morning, Tennessee. And then she was like, hey, can you do this? And I was like, listen, never talk to me. Please leave me alone. Never talk to me. And that's my first time I ever talked to her, like kind of like outside of work conversation in 5 years. because I don't want to be alone and talking to her because because I was thinking, I was just like, when I saw her name in the employee sheet, I contacted the manager and said, please tell that woman to stay 6 foot away from me because it's COVID time and not to talk to me. Why is the first thing when we get on the field she want to talk to me? Did he actually talk to her or not?
I'm going to say this to you. What I know. Okay, so I hadn't worked with this particular company and or anything in a year and a half since the COVID. Mm-hmm. I went back to one particular place because I was familiar with that actual site. And it was easy for me to get there from here where I'm at. And I have people where that place is still. And I could spend a night there at my people house, you know? Okay. I get there. And the lead for that night pulls me to the side. Now, this person and I are really cool. This person have a great spirit. She's always on.
Shorty?
Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
I love her
Latin.
too.
Yes. Okay, we talk about the same person.
She's awesome.
I love her.
See,
that's my girl. That's my girl. Okay?
We know people because, like, energy and people are good.
Yes.
And we connect.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So we went downstairs. She gave me a little pre-meeting, a little pre-briefing. Yeah. No. She said, you ain't been here in a little while. We got new chefs. This one is like this. That one is like this. Oh, yeah. And this person is still here. So do you mind if I pair you up with this person? Yes. No. I took it like a champ because I ain't been here in a year and a half.
Oh, and you can take it too. You know how to.
I can take it, girl.
You know.
I'm sorry, Ted. Sir, you have no goddamn idea. So she went into her classic.
Uh-huh. She's messing with the wrong one today.
Look at me.
Fucking love you.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his face. And I done finished my first shot, so it's about to get real.
Oh, I'm dead.
I said, Looky Lou, look at me. She said, excuse me? I said, Looky Lou, look at me. I said, I'm going to ask you this before we get started. Is this going to be a nice experience for me and you? Or is this going to be a traumatic experience for me and you?
I'm dying.
Don't die. I need you to stay alive. Stay alive, sir. Come on. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay here now. Stay with me. Okay? This is what I said. I said these words. What do you mean by that? I said, I'm going to ask you again.
What do you mean by that? Like, you don't know.
Because I came here for that particular reason. I said, I'm going to ask you again. Is this going to be a traumatic experience for you and I? Or is this going to be a pleasant experience for you and I? Well, as long as you do what I ask you to do. I said, no, look at me. I said, no, excuse me. I said, it's not you that cut my check. I said, the person that you worked with a year and a half ago, she gone. I said, so we can work together, or I can go someplace else and you can do this by yourself.
She'd rather do that.
Because I'm the only help you got right now. Mm-hmm. Don't nobody else want to come over here and work with you.
Yep. And why is she still working when everyone knows that? I
agreed. No, I told her just like this. I agreed to come over here and work with you. I was asked if I was willing to come and work with you. And I agreed to come over here and work with you. Okay? All right.
If you're willing to do what I... That's how she behaves. Like, you beneath her. What the hell? I need to learn more from you.
Cause I'm not gonna allow you to play me down. Mm-hmm. You know, like I know my terms is getting a little bit West Indian right now, but you're not gonna play me down. You know what I mean? I don't like that because I don't play nobody else down. I don't treat people like they're under me. I don't care who they are. I don't care who they are. Right now in this house that I live in, there's people that come and go through my recycling every week to get my cans, my cans. I actually have started so that it make me feel bad that they go through the garbage. It made me feel bad. So I actually started separating my cans and putting my cans in a separate bag just for these particular people that come. I do
the same too, yeah.
I put my cans in a separate bag so they don't have... Do you know how humiliating it is to dig through garbage? Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? But when you meet people, like I said, she's an abused person. This person is abused. Whoever her husband is, her kids, if she ain't got none, her nieces don't like her. Somebody don't like her. And she's abused.
Everyone at work don't.
And ain't that... But think about how that must make a person feel, though.
Is she aware of it? Because I've thought about that. I'm like, is she aware? I'm not sure. But I could say I'm sure that she's aware. She's aware how she is herself. But I wonder, is she aware how she makes other people feel?
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Because assholes know they're an asshole. Trust me.
Right.
Only reason why I could say that is because once upon a time when I thought I was highfalutin and I thought I was better than people, I was an asshole. I was. There was a point in my life where I had a couple of material things and I owned, my little cafe, and I thought I was some shit then. I did. I thought I was some shit. And life humbled my ass. Life knocked my ass down.
Yeah.
Life said... God
gives us what we need at the time. Life
said... Bitch! I said, oh shit, was that the Rudy Poo candy ass smackdown on that ass? Goddamn! I said, oh shit. Wow, I'm in a low place. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So sit down and be quiet for 5 minutes. God, that's what you're trying to teach me? Trying to teach me how to be quiet? All right, I'm listening. In that same voice. All right, I'm listening. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So you got to tear my life apart to teach this lesson? Oh, okay. So I got to get divorced. I got to be on welfare. I got to live in Section 8 housing. I got to do all of that? Okay. All right. Heard you. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And maybe, just maybe, this person that we're speaking of haven't had that type of humbling or humiliating experience. But you also have to realize too, this person is of a different skin complexion and culture than us. So that skin complexion and culture grants them amount of privilege where they might not be knocked down to that type of humility.
And not victim blaming myself, but how I allow other people to treat me, or is basically I'm doing it to them as well. That's why I'm saying, like, I need to learn from you, because you're telling them, hey, don't treat me this way, your behavior sucks. So therefore, if they're willing and able to hear it, then they can change. It's not your responsibility.
Yeah.
But if you're able to do that...
No, but it's my responsibility to take care of myself.
Yeah.
And that's what the big thing is.
Like, me being silent about it is not good for myself.
That's not taking care of you.
Yeah.
Let me say something to you. As human beings, I don't care if you are a bum on the street. And if you stinking, I don't care. Okay? You deserve the right to be respected.
Yep.
If you sleep on a park bench and you beg for food and money, you are still a human being and you deserve to be respected. People do not know how to respect you until your actions tell them how to respect you. That either means you get them out of your space, or you verbally say to them, you will respect me in no uncertain terms.
Yep, I need to do that.
You have to say, and you're not a bad person for doing that.
Yep.
You are. It's called self-preservation. So for whatever reason, this woman being the way that she is a form of her protecting herself. Because maybe she's not protected where she lives in her personal space.
Because the temps don't come back. I don't know if they choose not to come back or they get fired because...
No.
Because like a lot of the big black guys, they don't come back.
Of course, they never come back.
So I'm thinking...
They never
because
come back
they talk back to her though.
Because she complains.
Yeah.
They talk back to her, and whether they do a good job or not...
Oh, they do an excellent job, of course.
She will go and say... oh, I'm pretty sure it is this type of conversation because, again, like we explained,
Yep.
she is of a different culture, and
and vindictive,
and not only that, the culture that she is grants her a certain amount of privilege. You guys know what we're saying, okay? And at the end of the day, anytime there is a big black man around her, she automatically does this whole thing.
Yeah, she acts so threatened.
Yes.
And I like the old way of being a woman in the plantation. Like,
yes.
I gotta break this black man down.
Yes.
And it's funny because over the weekend they were talking about, because we were in Rhode Island in colonialism homes that were built by slaves, and how everyone over there is not racist, and you know how it is, they're always talking about BLM and how they're more black than me and how they're more anti-racist than me, and I'm like, you can say all the smack if you want, but your behavior is different. Like, what the fuck?
First of all, let me tell you something about your culture that I know you already know. Haitian people are the strongest people you will ever meet. Cora, why did you say that? I will answer for you. Because they are the first people that gained their own independence and had to buy that independence. This America is still robbing from the Haitian island, the side of the island, okay? Because Haitian and Dominican Republic is all one place. And truth be told, historically, the Haitians were there first. When the Spaniards came from the opposite side of the island, the black Haitians that were there was then enslaved and taught Spanish. That side of the island did not fight for their freedom. Haiti did. Okay? Haitian people are still being prosecuted on American soil right now to this day.
Yeah, like
do
what,
you
a month
not
ago
see,
or 3 weeks ago?
Exactly. Do you not see how Jesse Wu and all of these other first it was the Dominican Republic. You remember. Mm-hmm. Before it was Haiti, it was the Dominican Republic. They shut the Dominican Republic down. They shut social media out. People were sneaking, trying to get the word out. Boom, they resolved that. Now is the Haitian. Ever since they killed that man, yep, I said it. They killed the Haitian president because he said he didn't want the COVID over there. He didn't want his people to get the vaccine. Yep. And these people been waging war. America has waged war on Haiti since then. Because they are trying to force these people when these are healthy people. These are people that's indigenous to that land. They have herbs and roots and different things culturally that keep them protected from certain things and viruses that the government release to try to make people sick. Don't be stupid. Do the research. These are not just a group of class of people, how they try to make it see. Refugees.
Right.
If anybody, a refugee is the European on American soil. That's who the refugee is. Huh? They don't belong here. That's why this world is the way it is. Because the European try to indoctrinate everybody in their ways. That's why we have war. We have war because the Europeans are always minding somebody else's business. And when I say the European, I mean the American European. They always minding somebody else's business. Leave people alone and let them live their lives. The Haitian people is not bothering with nobody. They not. They are a good people, and not only that, they are very strong and resilient.
Yep.
Okay, the Haitian and the African, you want to meet some strong group of people? It's those group of people right there.
And they envy our strength, and
they
get
do.
bitter and angry with that strength.
They do.
Yeah.
And not only that, you really want to learn something about root medicinal quality? Get yourself a Haitian or an African. They'll teach you some shit. Namely somebody's grandmother. You want to get somebody's grandmother. Yeah. Oh yeah, you want to get in the kitchen with grandma. That one that got the head wrap. I don't know which way she might fold it. But you know. Her. Right there. And you can barely understand her English. But she going to get those pots and she going to show you. And she going to move her hand and tell you with her hand what to put and what to do. That's the person you need to be linked up to. Leave the Haitian culture alone. They didn't come here to fuck with us. Right. They came here to get whatever freedom they can get here with us. You hear? They are hardworking people. They don't fuck with nobody. And if those Haitian people is trying to come across that Texas border, let me tell you this. They are coming across because America done went on their island and they're doing dumb shit over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? And now they feel like their only way to freedom is to run from the enemy to the enemy.
Right. And
Let that sit in your brain.
In 1914, the United States, when they had their naval or whatever, they went to Haiti and they forced the Haitian to change their constitution.
Yes.
Because constitution of Haitian was, if you know how they have like the percentage of black in your skin, then you're black.
Yeah.
If you had that percentage in your blood that you are white, even if you're mixed, you cannot own property or land. Because that's the constitution the black Africans made to make sure that the French,
right,
or even the children of the French who were mixed, because they had 50-50 anyway,
yeah,
to not own any slaves. Because even after the war of 1803, the mix and the black has slaves.
Yeah.
And they had to change that.
Yep.
And they made all the constitution and everything. And since then, from what I learned, and of course, maybe you don't know that, but if you learn history, that's when the Haitian history starts going down. And that's when dictatorship, as we know it today, starting to be bad because it was under the influence of European power.
Of the European. Oh, yeah.
And Haiti did not have a good president until the Papa Doc and everything, like in the 80s, etc. Yeah. And you just have to know the history. And of course, being there is different. And of course, I'm too young to know these things, like to live these things. But I watch history and I watch other people, like older people like my parents and grandparents, who talk about these things. Mm-hmm. And of course, every generation still have their struggles. But it wasn't as bad as it is now, because not until the 80s when, oh my God, Papa Doc. And of course, the Europeans said, oh, it was like voodoo, whatever it was, who cares? Not your business. He said, no man on earth can harm me. Mm-hmm. You know, this guy died of natural death. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they sent bombings, mm-hmm, assassins, nothing, and no one can touch him. Mm-hmm. And not even his children, because his son went back to Haiti and died natural death too. Mm-hmm. Maybe in his 70s. Mm-hmm. He was exiled in France, of course. But I guess either it was voodoo or whatever it is.
Let me say something to you. Let me tell you what I know about black people, African people, people of African descent. If you open up your mouth and you speak anything in faith and power, it is so. Period.
Yes. Period. Yes. That's why when I read your thing in the bathroom, yes, I was reading them out loud too, and I was like, yes, oh, thank you for the magic.
If you open up your yes, and this is what people don't get. There is a power in your voice, mm-hmm, in your tone, and in sound. Mm-hmm. When you open up your mouth and you say firmly what things are and what they are not, that's exactly what they are, and that's exactly what they are not. Period. Mm-hmm. Nothing can change that, man. And that's what's wrong with African people, black people, people of African descent. That is what's wrong with us. We do not exercise the power of our voice enough.
Yeah, not anymore. Hey, I've been silent and I need to voice that.
And for me, as a black woman, to know the struggle of my Haitian family, my Haitian friends, all of that is very near and dear to my heart. Why? Because these people are one of the only free black people on this earth, if you think about it. Although they say we're free, how much taxes we pay on top of taxes, on top of taxes, on top of taxes, right? They make us pay property taxes for the places that we live in. And if they don't make us pay property taxes for the place that we live in, even if we live in on government housing or whatever, they make us pay the rent. And if the rent is late, is a late fee for the rent. And if you have your lights, there is a service charge, a surcharge, a delivery fee for that. Your water, they make you pay for all the necessities. Haitian people have figured out a way to live their lives in freedom, off the land, with the land, in unison with the land. Okay? This is all figured out. And anything that the European or American government cannot make money off, they want to crush it.
Yeah.
Look at history. Every place the European goes to take over, it brings death, malice, famine. Excuse me. And bad energy. Look at it.
Yeah. Just history and facts.
Just look at history. Today, we used to celebrate that thief, that murderer, that robber, that rapist. We all know who he is. Mm-hmm. Now, it's Indigenous People Day. You understand? But you know, in the history books, what they taught us. That they had a feast. And they invited the Indigenous people. When that's not actually what happened. They murdered those people. And they had a feast after they murdered, slaughtered, raped, and pillaged those people. Mm-hmm. Here?
And that's what they do the third Thursday of November?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got to look at history.
Yeah.
Anywhere that European people go or a European system is trying to be implemented is nothing but death and malice. That's it. Why is there so much death and energy towards not letting other people live? Right. Tupac said it. Tupac said, how could you be a billionaire, right? With a house that has 50 rooms and there's still homeless people. How is that human? Right. How could you be a person of high monetary means, right? And you will walk past a bum on the street and not give them one penny.
Or even a person of morals.
Right. How is that? Mm. How can you do? And that is a mental programming of people. There will never be a point in my life, regardless of where I reach financially, where I will not be willing to help. Will everybody be able to get that help, or will they be able to receive it? I don't know. But there will never be a point in my life where I will not be able to go back and help people.
And it's like it's a human thing. It's like we're connected. We're in service for others. Even Radcliffe, he went to Haiti to do things. They shot him. Of course, they're gonna say just like when they killed not Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. They're like, the black people did it. The black people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. It's human to hire another human, whatever skin color, to do your bad deed.
Your dirty work.
But at the same time, it was from you. Yeah.
It was a government hit.
They shot this guy.
Y'all did this.
Is he back there helping Haitians? No, he needs to stay alive.
Exactly.
You know how many times I want to. First of all, I don't believe in handout. I believe in, let's say, if you need something, you need to work for it. As in, let's say if I need people to, I'm going to tell it on the camera. I have a big plan. The plan is, let's say there's 5 people. Each of them going to build each other's homes without them knowing whose home they're building. Because of that, it's going to create a community. That means this person going to build this person's house. So therefore, they're going to treat this house as if that's this person's house, but they don't know who it is. Right. So therefore, that person's house is going to be like, okay, it's my house, but it's my neighbor's house too, because they built my house and I built their house.
Right.
So that builds a sense of community and unison.
Right.
Instead of like, oh, feed the children, send them $100. Who's getting it? The charity people. And then make them rice and beans and they're sleeping underneath the stars, which is not bad at sometimes, but if you're homeless, that's bad. And then what does that do? Or you're going to build... I watched a thing on YouTube how this humanitarian, she said the worst job she had to do was humanitarian work. Why? She went to those countries to build homes and the people are just standing around. they refuse to let the people be engaged in their home building. And the homes they built last how many years? 2-3 years? And then that's why they keep having humanitarian work. How many years now? What, 50 years or more humanitarian work? And it's still happening?
No.
Because there's no solution. It's like...
Right. It's a crutch.
Yeah,
it's
crutch.
A crutch. Mm-hmm. It's a crutch. You know how if you get a hurt leg or a hurt foot, ankle, something, they give you a crutch. If you teach the people how to plant, they eat forever.
Yep.
If you plant for them, they now are dependent on you.
Yep. And the Haitians don't like being dependent.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's what the American government is. They want people to be dependent on them.
They give them American rice when the Haitian had their own rice. And then kill the economy.
And not only that.
Haitian didn't ask for that.
Exactly. They did not ask for these people. This is another thing about America too. So much. We gonna stay on this.
The Clintons.
Not even. I'll do you one better. And a lot of people gonna be mad at me, but the Obamas.
Oh yeah.
All the Obamas did, and God knows I love me some Michelle and Barack. I do.
Yeah. Facts is facts. You gotta speak facts.
But all they did was come in office and be black. They didn't write no rights for no black people. Yep. Now they gave us health care, but they didn't change no bills where our black men don't have to go to jail for dumb shit no more and do 5 to 10 for some stupid shit that they let white kids get off with.
We drink the Kool-Aid.
With nothing. Okay? Let me say something to you. They did not make the educational system any better. Yes, did they start little programs? They started little programs. But there should never be a way where there is a young black girl in a school anywhere being taken down and handcuffed, a young girl, 10 years old, being taken down and handcuffed by a white school officer. There should never be. There was no complete overhaul of our educational system in the black neighborhoods. It was not pinpointed. Even though how they stop us, the Obamas did not do nothing about none of that. They didn't.
Even stopping frisk was still happening.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Facts are facts. All they did was come in office and be black.
That's what they did. I drank the Kool-Aid. I put it twice.
That's what they did. That's what they did. And I'm telling you, do I love them? Yeah. It is what it is. But anyway, the truth about the matter is, literally, I have enjoyed my time with Ten. Again, we gonna do this again.
Thank you so much.
His bald head and my bald head. We're gonna do it again.
I'm so grateful.
No. I'm grateful to you for trusting me with your energy and with your craft, because this is something that you are passionate about. And for you to invite me, I am grateful for that. So we're gonna do this again, definitely. I am Coralene T. Franklin. What is your Instagram? I've been drinking. Lady Chef Rocks. Listen, the truth is the truth, right? Right. Lady Chef Rocks on Instagram. LadyChefsRock. Lady Chefs Rock. Where else am I? Tygulae Catering on Facebook. That's public. And Coralene T. Franklin on Facebook as well. So I have one business and one personal on Facebook. But yeah, this is my brother, my guy, my friend. He came to my home. I was very comfortable with letting him in. Just love yourself. Love yourself. Trust God. Love yourself. And when God send people around you, use like some people say the third eye. Some people say intuition. Some people say let the spirit guide you. Whichever one of those people you are, use that. Okay? So you will know who's for you and who's just there for that time. Okay? Everybody's not meant to go the distance with you. Mm-hmm. It was so many people that I wanted to bring to this point in my life with me, but they were not ready for it. Mm-hmm. You understand? So you got to be okay with that. And that don't have nothing to do with you. That's on them. But you got to know also when to let people go. Because what is this guy? I don't remember his name. If I remember it later, I will let Ten know, and he can tag it when he cuts this and do whatever he does with it, right? But there was a guy that said, positive light and energy is just that, positive light and energy. He said positive light have to be around positive light, because if positive light is around negative light, sometimes the negative light has the ability to cover that light. You don't ever want your light to be covered or dimmed. That's the word I'm looking for. You don't want your light to be dimmed. You understand? So make sure you use your intuition, spiritual being, your third eye, whichever one it is for you. Make sure you use it and listen to it.
Yeah, okay? Definitely. And trust it and practice it, because
please practice
2016,
it. My good God. Practice it.
Although it was a bad year for a lot of people, 2016 was the year of intuition for me. And practicing it was scary, because I read a meme that says intuition has no rhyme and reason. It just is. And if you trust it without doubting, it's the best thing you probably can do with your decisions. And when you doubt it, that's when you're going to be like, oh man, I knew it. I should have done it. How many times are you going to say that? And of course, when I was doing it and it was happening, it was scary.
Yeah.
Because secretly we want to fail for some reason. Secretly.
How long we got?
Yeah.
Look at this. Tennessee is spending the night here tonight, y'all. Okay? All right. I'm going downstairs to get some sheets, and I'm going to lay that little click-clack sofa thing down there. And I'm going to get some clean pillowcases, because Tennessee's spending the night tonight. Okay? All right. We just stepped that. Listen. Look here. Okay? How much time you going to waste not listening to yourself? Boom.
Yep. Your gut feeling. And whatever it is, if you meet somebody, it doesn't mean you need to be rude or be like, I'm going to tell it like it is all the time. Like my prayer to myself, my mantra. Kindness. To admit it, I have not been kind to myself because I let those people treat me like shit. Okay, fine. But I've been kind toward them. I practice patience, waiting for the right time, and wisdom to know when that right time is. Like with my friend Cara here, she knows herself, she knows how she does things, and I need to learn more to be more assertive and tell people, hey, no, don't treat me this way. And we all have our path, etc. And I know that part I need to definitely do that because I am letting these people treat me this way, because my thing is, I need to be patient about it. But you know what? I think patience needs to be earned.
Yeah. It's like respect. Earned. It's like respect. What I would say to you is this, and this will be my final point. What I would say to you is this. It took a lot of years for me to get here. Like, I used to be scared to tell people the truth. You know, especially in love. Especially when I'm in love with someone. Yeah. I won't. I used to would not. But I won't speak the truth. I won't say, no, this is not right. You are not right. And this situation is just not right. You understand? I will overlook and look past. And then once the relationship comes to an end, now I'm sitting there like, you should have said this when you saw it. You should have said that when you saw it. You should have said this when you saw it. You should have said that when you saw it. You should have said, you should have said, you should have said. And I got to the point within myself where I was tired of saying what I should have said.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to that point. You have the right as a human being to set healthy boundaries for the well treatment of yourself.
Yes.
No one deserves to be mistreated. Whatever mistreatment looks like to you, no one, if it makes you feel uncomfortable, you have the right to kindly say, I am uncomfortable. That's all you got to say.
Yes.
You don't got to say.
Yep.
Because I talk a lot, and I'm going to say straight.
I need to start saying that to you know who.
Your mother. See, you don't got to do that. Don't do that. You ain't got to do that. Okay? But I'm uncomfortable.
Yes.
I'm uncomfortable with the way you're speaking to me right now, and I'm going to remove myself. Because if I say something that's not to your liking, You're going to take this and turn this around. Mm-hmm. And I am not willing to give you that power over me.
Yes.
So guess what? I'm going to go ahead and go over here. And I'm going to do what I need to do over here. And you go ahead and you stay over there. In your nasty dark black cloud. Mm-hmm. With hell raining down on your head. You don't got to say all that. But literally. I'm sorry. Because when I see people moving in ugliness, I call the whole thing. You got a nasty black cloud over you, raining down hell, rain, and all that other stuff, and you don't see no sunshine. Do you ever smile? And if you in a situation that's making you feel this way and you got to come to work and treat people like this, get the fuck out. Either put that person out or you get out. Somebody got to go. Because it ain't right. Because you're making other people suffer because you unhappy. Mm-hmm. Why I gotta suffer for your unhappiness? When I came in here singing my song, hey, I was ready. I had my mind right. I had my spirit right. I was ready. Then I look at your goddamn ass and it's like, oh shit! This bitch! Here we go!
With that said.
Yes! I love you. I love you so much. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you for this opportunity. And me too. Thank you for letting me into your space. I love all of y'all. Okay? I love all of y'all.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes.